जय राधा माधव कुंजा बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंजा बिहारी। जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजना। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजना। यमुना तीरा बनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंजा बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadramaya. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तनम की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna, we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5, text number 9, Lord Rishbadev's teachings. Yata mano hridaya grandirasya karmanubandho druda ashlateta tata jana sampravartite sman mukta param yatyatita hetum. Yada mano hridaya grandirasya कर्मानुबंधो दृढ़ आश्लथेता तथा जन संप्रवर्तिते स्मान् मुक्ता परम यात्यतीत हेतुम्. यदा मनो हृदय ग्रंथिरस्य कर्मानुबन्धो दृढ आश्लते था तथा जनः सम्प्रवर्तिते स्मान् मुक्तः परं यात्यतीह हेतुम् यथा मनो यतिहाय हेतुम् अनुबन्धो दृढ यथा मनोहृदयग्रन्थिरस्य कर्मानुबन्धो दृढ आश्लते था मुक्तः परं यात्यतीह Mata is what word meaning? Yatha when manaha the mind hridaya hridaya grandhihi the knot in the heart asya of this person karma anubandha bound by the results of his past deeds dridaha very strong aslateha becomes slackened tata at that time janaha the conditioned soul sampravartite turns away asmat from this attachment for sex life muktaha liberated param to the transcendental world yati goes atihaya giving up hetum the original cause translation when the strong knot in the heart of a person implicated in material life due to the results of his past action is slackened one turns away from his attachment to home, wife, and children. In this way, one gives up the basic principle of illusion, I and mine, and becomes liberated. Thus, one goes to the transcendental world. Purport by His Divine Grace is Bhaktivan Swam Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. When by association, when by associating with sadhus and engaging in devotion service, one is gradually freed from the material conception due to knowledge, practice, and detachment. The knot of the attachment in the heart is slackened. Thus, one can get freed from the conditional life and becomes eligible to return home back to Godhead. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिनि नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणि नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमा प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्या नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, seeking blessings from all the assembled Vaishnavas so that I can speak whatever I heard from my superiors as a service to all the Vaishnavas and for my own purification. So this is very special chapter, teachings of Lord Rishabhadev. Recently, one small book also published in Iskcon. I think this Prabhupada small books. This book also came with only teachings of Lord Rishabhadev. We have teachings of Lord Kapila before, teachings of Queen Kunti, and here this is the teachings of Lord Rishabhadev. So in this series of verses, one of the important theme is repeated is association. Mm. Here in today's verse also, Prabhupada gave very uh, clear-cut solution. Mm. So what Prabhupada is saying here in the purport, associating with sadhus and engaging in devotion service. So we have to engage in devotion service by uh, associating with the sadhus, not by our own whimsical service, but based on the association, we should render service. Mm. And the result is that one is gradually freed from material conception of life. uh, and three things are required here: knowledge, practice, and detachment. So these three things should happen. If there is knowledge, proper knowledge, that, and when you practice it properly, that leads to detachment, and the result is that the knot in the heart is slackened, and the result is that we get free from the conditional life and return, go back to Godhead. So very very in small purport, but Prabhupada gave complete uh, uh, understanding. Jai Shri Shada Madan Mohan ki, Shri Shri Gaunita ki, Jagannath Baldev Sudra Maharani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So that means the purpose of association is to help us uh, become free from misconceptions of life. So, what is stopping in our life is actually our own misconceptions, whatever we developed in our life. That's what is stopping us not going ahead in our life. Mm. So, there is a book, Hare Krishna Challenge, in that so many misconceptions are, you know, is tackled by Prabhupada. They are smashed. So many misconceptions. So we have misconception that technology is very, it's what helps us become happy. But Prabhupada, that he gives actually how technology made our life more and more miserable. So in that way, there are so many misconceptions we have actually. Prabhupada thoroughly addresses all the misconceptions in that. So wherever karma lies is there only actually. Many times people say our karma is nasib is not good, but because we are holding on to some misconceptions, that's what is not allowing us to act in right way. So because of that, you can't act rightly, and no, then the results doesn't come. So there is a famous statement of Einstein: the most insane thing is doing the same mistake again and expecting a different result. So we are doing the same mistake and expecting something new will happen. Something new will never happen actually, because we are doing the same wrong thing again and again. So that is the most stupid thing. So in that way, the purpose of association is to help us, you know, get free from the misconceptions of life. So there is a book by His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, Spiritual Warrior. Uh, in that he says we are all like the spiritual warriors. So warrior has a battlefield and he has enemies. So the battlefield is our own consciousness, and the enemies are misconceptions. A spiritual warrior fights against misconceptions. So that is the goal of our life actually. From the day we began our journey in our spiritual life, uh, we have to fight against the misconceptions. The thing is, we fight for some time and we win over the misconceptions also. Again, they revive and again they cover our knowledge. So, in that way, the fight keeps on going in our life. So, the basic misconception is this begins with I am this body and life is meant for enjoyment and everything is there for my enjoyment. This is the foundation of misconception. And if you can change that, you know, uh, everything is meant for Krishna's pleasure. I am meant for service of Lord and devotees, and this body is not meant for enjoyment. I am not this body only, first of all. So, if we can change this conception, then we are liberated. And it is said actually, this world is like a hospital, hmm, but we try to live in this world like a hotel. Hotel is a place where we go and you select what you want to eat and you order, you know. So that is a like hotel, but hospital is like you cannot go to a doctor and no, you cannot say I think I have cough and cold, you know. you know I think this medicine which is very sweet, you know, I would like to have this medicine. That you cannot suggest to doctor actually. He will diagnose and he will determine what is our disease and he will give prescriptions, do's and don'ts he will tell. So the problem is we are living in this world which is like a hospital and we are thinking it is like a hotel. If you live in the hospital in the mood of hotel, the result is our stay in the hospital will increase. You will end up staying in the hospital for more and more time. So that is the problem actually. What we are doing is actually we are living in a hospital. Instead of take the treatment and get out very quickly, we want to enjoy in the hospital like hotel. In that way we are increasing our time more and more. So many other times we see when we do youth preaching to college students also, there are 4 years in engineering. You know, the 4 years are meant for studying well and getting out of the college. They have to control their enjoying propensity during that time. But people want to enjoy in that time more and more. In that way, their stay in the college increases more. And sometimes they end up becoming completely jobless also. By the time they come out, they end up completely useless. So in that way, people cannot restrain for some time. They restrain for some time, how the you know future is very bright, but they can't believe actually. you know we are meant for restraining our senses, and focus on the goal. So the enjoying propensity doesn't allow them to think like that. So and see, we had experience during the COVID time. You know, during the COVID time, anybody affected with COVID, they are quarantined. That word became very famous at that time. Quarantine, quarantine. You know, so at that time they are not supposed to move anywhere. They are supposed to restrain themselves in one place and get well. And after that they can go. But the problem is everybody want to go out at that time. You know, everybody want to go out and move freely. So in that way, the result is actually they made many more people also affected. So in that way, the population increased actually. That government has to take very severe, rules and everything. You know, in that way, very strict action is taken. So in that way, we are all like the quarantine fellows. Yeah? Being in this material world, we are supposed to have limited access and no limited movement, but we don't believe why I should be. We want to move freely. So in that way, we are increasing problem for oneself also for and others also. We are affecting the other people also more and more. So it said once our one of prime minister happened to go to one mental hospital. You know, once he went to mental hospital, he saw very so many mental cases. You know, and one of the room is completely locked tightly and no entry. It is written. He told, "What is the problem here? The most dangerous case is there. Even we also don't go much. Better not to visit him." No, no, no. I am Prime Minister of India. I have to see everything. you know. Then they told it is a risk. Actually, we are saying don't go. No, no, nothing doing. I should see him also. So they opened and everything. There is a nice room is there. In that one fellow is there. He is very nicely dressed, well combed hair and everything. And and this fellow is our Prime Minister is none other than Jawaharlal Nehru. His statue is here outside, nearby. And he went and he saw and he talked to him actually. You know, how do you do? He also responded, "How do you do?" You know, and he was talking and he thought actually he looks perfectly nice, intelligent fellow. You know, he thought actually I can take him into my cabinet also maybe. And after some time, some discussion is over. He did not felt actually there is something wrong with that fellow. And in the end, actually, that who is that mental case supposedly, you know, and he asked him, "Who are you?" You know, then he told actually, "I am the Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru." And you know what he told? Don't say like that actually. When I said like that, then I was put into this mental hospital. I also said like that before. then then Nehru got completely bewildered actually. My God, if I spend some more time with him, really, I may believe that I am also not Prime Minister of India and I am thinking I am Prime Minister of India. This fellow has that power to convince me that actually you are not Prime Minister of India, but you are thinking like that. So he's really dangerous case actually. And he get out of that place. So in that way, persons who are abnormal, they don't create problem actually. But person who look normal but they are abnormal, you know, they are more problematic. Sometimes we see when you go outside, it is written some there are thieves are there, and we are little careful. But people who look very gentlemen and they are the thieves. Understand? They create even more problem. So in that way, actually, this world is not a just hospital; it is a mental hospital. you know. And so, and conditions only is so many misconceptions are there, and we have so many conditionings. in our life. So normally only we have so many conditionings actually. Uh, Everybody is coming from different backgrounds and different things. You know, some people require AC, some people require chair. Some people require chapati, some people require only rice. You know, some people require patla khichdi, some people require ragi. Like that, we have so many conditionings. Means without that, our life cannot go. That has to be fulfilled. That is to be there. Then only we can go ahead. Otherwise, it cannot be. It is said in those days, some of our devotees happened to go to some South India yatra. So in that, one North India fellow also is there. Who went to South India yatra. After the yatra is over, they are discussing about the yatra, and one fellow who never went to all these holy places, even though he's South Indian, but he was so inspired actually. It's so nice yatra, so nice yatra. Had a wonderful time. But the North India fellow told, "What nice yatra? It's only rice yatra." Tamarind rice, curd rice, imli rice, lemon rice, jeera rice, everywhere rice, 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 rice. Only rice yatra. It is not nice yatra. See, even though so much yatra is going on, but he couldn't, able to enjoy anything because his mind is only fixed in chapati. We are not getting chapati. Only rice is only. He became rice conscious instead of Krishna conscious. So that is the conditioning actually what we have in this world. Actually, we are so much conditioned. Mm. And last time I saw when we went to one of the Vrindavan Yatra, one of the devotees, internet is not working. Smartphone, my internet is not working. They became so conscious, actually, so disturbed. Why it is not coming? Be happy for some time. No, what is the problem? When we went to some remote place, that internet signal is not there. People become so disturbed. So in that way, actually, so much conditioning is there. You know, the same thing happened. One of our brahmachari's father actually also had habit of every day eating idli. You know, in the yatra they went, there was no idli, and after that he told, yatra is not good. And his daughter became so angry. How can you say yatra is not good just because you did not got idli? Yatra is not good. So so much our conditionings are very very deep rooted. What we are saying is it is very very gross actually. It is not so much deep conditionings, but subtle conditionings actually. It is told it is the association of opposite sex. That is even deep rooted conditioning actually. So in that way, now we see the culture, modern culture, people are getting married at 60, 70, 80, remarriage. you know so that shows actually how much the conditioning becoming even more deep rooted actually. Even after the advanced age also, people are not able to live without opposite sex. So but the Vedic culture, it is trained from the childhood. Hmm? Brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyas. So it is the association is very carefully maintained of opposite sex. Only in the grahastha ashram only there is association of opposite sex. And after that there is vanaprastha and sannyas. It is practically very very less association of opposite sex. But now if you see, hmm, since childhood we are seeing actually co-education and boys and girls are premixing in that way. In that way we are increasing our conditioning more and more since childhood. And so in that way actually, to the degree person enjoys lower pleasure, that kills the intelligence. Mm. That's what Bhagavad Gita says. Smriti Bramsha Buddhinasha Buddhinasha Pranashyati. The result of too much enjoying lower pleasure is actually the intelligence completely get destroyed. So it is like having a computer, but software is not working properly. Can you use any computer where software is not working properly? So in that way, everybody in this world is, software problem people. In that, hardware is good, but software is not good. So everybody is like that actually, more or less. And on the top of it, what we are trying to do is actually we are trying to rectify software problem with hardware solutions. You know, and there is a problem with the software, and you are trying to replace a mouse, replace keyboard, replace monitor. Does it works anywhere? It doesn't work actually. And similarly, you are thinking, if I get better shoes or better clothes or better jewelry, better car, better house, I will be happy. How it works? Because the problem is not there. There are many people who have all these things. Are they happy? They are not happy actually. You know, if that is only make people happy, that we have that Bajaj Electronics, and they should be happy, right? So many jewelry shop people are there, they should be happy. So many hotels people are there, they should be happy, right? If this is what only makes us happy, they should be happy. Right? So but the problem is in the software. But we are applying hardware solutions. So in that way, it is completely, we are misunderstood where the problem is. So here Rishabhadev is telling actually is purpose of human form of life is austerity. Austerity awakens knowledge. First of all, where there is no austerity, there will not be any knowledge. If you want to retain knowledge, we need austerity in life. That's what we see outside also. People are given punishment. The purpose of punishment is to awaken their intelligence, right? In jail or somewhere actually, where people are getting beaten, and the purpose of beating them is to make their intelligent work. Understand? So in that way, human form of life is self-inflicted austerity. Voluntarily acceptance of austerity. So by doing that, actually, we are in knowledge. So those who are in knowledge, they are safe. Those are not in knowledge, they are not safe. It is like having a light for the vehicle. If there is a light, then you are safe. You are going where you are going, you will understand. If there is no light, where you are going to end, only God knows. In that way, human form of life is actually voluntarily acceptance of austerity for unlimited pleasure. So austerity you have to do. Understand? It's not that you cannot, you can escape austerity. If you are not doing divine austerity, we are ending up in doing demonic austerities actually. So now people are also doing so many austerities actually. People, sometimes we see people go on cycling actually for kilometers together, for something, some ride or something. And people go for trekking, you know and people do some swimming in the proper side. Now they are not surfing, but they are suffering. In that way, people are doing austerities actually for foolish reasons. But the Shastra is telling, do austerities for right purpose. For meaningful reasons, you do the austerity and get some better results. So in that way, it is telling, tapo divyam putrakayana sattvam shuddhyeti asmat brahma saukyam tu anantam. So enjoy the happiness, ever increasing happiness. But we are doing austerity for decreasing happiness actually. Whatever happiness, material happiness is there, it keeps on decreasing in this world. It doesn't increase. So, but the nature of spiritual happiness is it keep on increasing. Anandambudi vardhanam pratipadam purnamruta swadanam. So, in that way, we are doing foolish austerities in this way. So, actually, everybody is working hard to fulfill their desires. Either you have to work hard to fulfill your desires or work hard to overcome the desires. So, what is the better? If you fulfill your desires, the result is desires will increase more. And again, you have to work hard again to fulfill the desires. The result is desires increase more. So, but on the other hand, you work hard in overcoming the desires. So, in that way, you are even more peaceful. In fulfilling desires, you work hard, you will end up becoming more and more restless. So, in that way, the Shastra is telling actually that work hard for overcoming the desires. So, everywhere the solution is given about association. In the association, what we have to do is actually we have to hear submissively the spiritual signs. So that is the greatest austerity. Hearing submissively is the topmost austerity, because submissive hearing forces us to change our conceptions. That's nobody want to do in this world. Hmm? Everybody want to justify their conceptions rather than changing their conceptions. So in that way, the topmost austerity is to actually is to submissively hear the spiritual sound vibration. Hmm. So that is the only real austerity, meditating on the truth. That is the austerity. So actually that it is said going to hell is more difficult than going back to Godhead. You know, if you want to go to hell, we have to break four regulative principles. You know, we have to eat meat, we have to go do gambling, you have to do intoxication, illicit sex. Everything requires a lot of money. You earn a lot of money with great hard work and ultimately go to hell. And going back to Godhead is very, very easy. You know, chant Bhagavad Gita also we get free in every Gita Jayanti. So many people are ready to give sponsorship to Bhagavatam and everything, right? So in that way, uh, going back to God is very, very easy actually. But whatever is the easiest thing, we are keeping it aside, and whatever is the most difficult thing, we are taking it. So this is the misconception. Understand? We are misunderstanding what is the most useful, purposeful, and easy thing, that we are keeping it aside, and what is the most useless things, and it implicates us that we are accepting. So this is the greatest misconception. So in the association of devotees, advanced people, actually we have to understand actually the endeavors whatever I am making in life, actually to become happy, they are not leading me towards happiness, but they are leading me to more and more suffering. In that way, we are working very hard to suffer. Mm. Prabhupada is saying in one lecture, people are working like asses to enjoy like pigs. You know, that is the truth of this world. Is actually people are working so hard like donkeys to enjoy like pigs. Pigs, what they do? They eat anything and everything. They have sex with anybody and everybody. So that is the advancement of civilization. What we are thinking now, this is the advancement actually. We can eat anything and we can mix with anybody. So in that way, we are making our life more and more complex and increasing our conditionings more and more. So these are some few thoughts on this verse. Thank you all very much for your patient hearing. Now we have one program about the Smriti Sabha of Madhav Prabhu, son of Sanatan Prabhu, on the Dwarkapuri Hall from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Everybody is requested to participate in that. That's why we are ending the class 5 minutes before. Thank you all very much for your patient hearing. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.